2019, yesterday. Headline says, Greta Thunberg hopes what, friends? Climate strikes will be a what? A social what? Tipping point. Hold on now. It says teenage environmental activist Greta Thunberg told AFP that she hoped Friday's, yesterday, massive worldwide climate strikes would make a what? Would make a turning point. A what point? Did Sister whatever use that term? Did Sister whatever use that term in her writings? It would be a turning point in persuading leaders to take decisive action on what? And when the green image is set up, Sunday worship, and we refuse to bow, then comes the death decree. Notice here, friends, what did Mr. Obama say while he was president? The Paris climate deal is a what? It's a turning point. You see it, my friends? Past and present. Take a listen.
So I believe this moment can be a turning point for the world. We've shown that the world has both the will and the ability to take on this challenge together. And today, the world has officially crossed the threshold for the Paris Agreement to take effect. Today, the world meets the moment. And if we follow through on the commitments that this Paris Agreement embodies, history may well judge it as a turning point for our planet.
Has Sister whatever used that term? Look at this. Was yesterday a true turning point in our history? Millions do what? Millions take to where the streets as climate strike protests hit where? Across where? Not only Asia and Europe, America. Take a listen. Quick.
Climate change protests happening right now in Lower Manhattan. This is video from Chapter 4 showing the massive crowd marching from Foley Square near the courthouses down to the Battery. Among the people flooding city streets were students who were allowed to skip class today to join this cause. Also down there, activist Greta Thunberg, who recently sailed to Manhattan to drive home her points.
And this is so much bigger than just the New York protests. Take a look, part of a global call for action. There have been similar rallies happening all day long, all around the world, from New Jersey to Boston.
My friends, have we come to a turning point in this Earth's history? Is the green image going up? Has the common good become global? Notice here, friends. Let's see what Sister White said now. Again, on top. Again, Miss Thunberg said what? Friday's massive worldwide climate strikes would mark a what? Turning point. Sister White says there are periods which are what? Turning points in the history of what? Nations. And of what? The church. Watch this. In the providence of God, when these different crises, global warming, arrive, the light for that time is what? What light are we expecting? Revelation 18 verse 1, and I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was what? Lightened with God's glory. Come back here. It says now, at that time, the light is given. So what is due to the church and the world? The message. Listen now, it says, if it is received, there is spiritual progress. If it is rejected, spiritual declension and shipwreck follow. That's why Safe to Serve International makes sure where you attend church, conference, or self-supporting, you are receiving the light for this time. But may I add, if you don't know it for yourself, how will you know if it's the light? Isaiah 8 verse 20, to the law and to the testimony. Come back here. It says, the Lord in his word has opened up the aggressive work for the gospel as it has been carried on in the past and will be in the future, even till when the closing conflict when satanic agencies will make their last wonderful movement. What is that light that must be given? Next sentence, underline. From that word, we understand that the forces have been.
Are now.
Have been. When we come to turning points, are now at work to do what, friends? That will usher in the last great conflict. What's the last great conflict? Write down. It's the Sunday Law, volume 7, Testimonies, page 141. The substitution of the laws of men for the law of God. The mere exhortation of Sunday in place of the Bible Sabbath is the last act in the drama. Mm-hmm. When this substitution becomes universal, the Lord will reveal himself.
Amen.
He will arise in his majesty to shake terribly the earth. Mm-hmm. Volume 7, page 141. She says, when we come to turning points in our history, the light must be given. There must be a message showing the last great conflict between good and evil, Satan and Christ, is about to take place. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Get others ready. Stay ready. That's why I'm so convicted, friends.